In this video, I wanted to talk about the very best neighborhoods in San Diego, so stay tuned. Alright, so keep in mind as I put this list together, I put it together based on kind of my perspective on best neighborhoods to live in San Diego. If you add certain criteria such as best neighborhoods to live for families, best neighborhoods to live that are walkable, the neighborhood list will change up a little bit. So just keep that in mind. But real quick, if you're thinking about moving to, from, or within San Diego, don't be shy about reaching out to me. I'm getting tons of emails, calls, and texts, and I absolutely love it. If there's anything I can do to help you reach your real estate goals, I will 100% make it happen. And if you get a second, you want to learn everything about San Diego, like where to eat, work, sleep, and play, then go ahead and tap that little subscribe button and click that bell. That way you'll be notified every single time I upload a new video about San Diego. All right, so let's hop right in. Neighborhood number one is going to be Little Italy in downtown San Diego. It sits right on the tip-top end of downtown San Diego, kind of between the airport, the San Diego Bay, and the freeway, so it's super convenient. So technically you're in downtown San Diego, but it doesn't feel like it. You're gonna get ocean breezes, you're gonna get the amazing views of the bay and the water, and you don't have, it's not as dark as actually being in the city because you don't have all the high rises. Everything's a little bit lower because you're getting close to the trajectory of the airplanes coming in and out of the San Diego airport. You're gonna find that the streets here are lined with restaurants, cafes, bars, shops, boutiques. It has it all. It's an amazing walkable neighborhood for San Diego. And relatively speaking, it's one of the cleanest neighborhoods in downtown San Diego. There are many options to live in Little Italy: apartments, homes, lofts, condominiums. It has it all. All right, so neighborhood number two is going to be North Park. North Park is actually another one of just a handful of super walkable neighborhoods in San Diego. So the area we're talking about here on the map is pretty much this area right here, just north of Balboa Park. It's a good sized area, and I actually read somewhere that's actually named as one of the best, I think it was Forbes magazine, one of the best hipster neighborhoods in the country. You're gonna have lots of coffee shops or cafes, you're gonna have boutique shops, you're gonna have bars offering handcrafted cocktails, it's gonna have restaurants, even the most pickiest of foodies is gonna enjoy the cuisine options available. All right, and one of my favorite things about North Park is gonna be the fact that many of the really world famous craft brews companies at this point, they have roots in tasting rooms spread throughout North Park. It's awesome. You can do like a day of tasting, let's say, and it's super walkable. So you don't have to worry about driving. You can hop around, you'll go from one tasting room to another. It's a super fun afternoon. It's an awesome place to spend time and to live. All right, so neighborhood number three is gonna be East Village. Just like North Park, this is gonna be a super walkable neighborhood. East Village is really best known now for the fact that it's the home of Petco Park and the San Diego Padres. Specifically on the map here, we're talking about this area that pretty much surrounds, this is going to be Petco Park, so it's this area that kind of surrounds the ballpark area. It's actually downtown San Diego's biggest area or biggest neighborhood. Everything's going to be right outside your doorstep here, all the bars, restaurants, shops, markets, everything. It's right there. You're going to find that East Village is filled with a lot of young professionals. You're going to see young families that kind of haven't made that jump yet to, let's say, moving up to a house. For the most part, people are super friendly and super social in the area. I lived there for about 6 years and I loved every minute of it. Okay, so option number four is gonna be Pacific Beach. If you're thinking of, or you're looking for more of like a coastal lifestyle, Pacific Beach is gonna be a perfect match. It kind of gets a bad rap as being a college age or just a party town, but that's not the case. It is the case if you're on, let's say, Garnet Avenue, which is the main drag, which is going to have all the, it has a lot of bars and a lot of places to drink and have fun. But it's a lot bigger than just Garnet Avenue. And you're gonna find that when you really get into the details and take a look at who lives there, you're gonna have a lot of families that are spread out throughout Pacific Beach, Crown Point, Sail Bay. You're gonna have a lot of young professionals. It's expensive real estate in that part of town, so that's going to attract a different kind of homeowner or a different kind of resident. On the map, it's this area here It's going to extend everything from, so you see the 5 freeway, it's going to go west. So it's this area here. There's a couple different areas that make it Pacific Beach or PB. You're going to have Pacific Beach, Maine. You're going to have Crown Point. You're going to have Sail Bay. This strip here, this is actually Mission Beach. It's kind of like its own separate community almost, but it is technically part of Pacific Beach. Up here, you're going to have the North Pacific Beach area, which has a lot of detached homes and some apartments and condos for living. It also has its own little sub-neighborhood off Turquoise Street, which is really popular. But PB in general, it's an amazing place to live. I lived there for a long time. I was there, I think, for maybe 14 or 15 years. And so it has restaurants, it's gonna have the cafes, shops, markets. You don't really need to leave Pacific Beach. Okay, neighborhood number 5 is gonna be Mission Valley. And let's check out the map. You're gonna see that Mission Valley is probably the most central location to live in the entire San Diego. Okay, so neighborhood of Mission Valley is gonna have 2 huge shopping malls, or 2 of the biggest in San Diego, Fashion Valley and Mission Valley. You're gonna have restaurants, shops, a lot of different strip malls. There's a lot of people, it's very spread out, but there's a lot of people that live in Mission Valley. It's semi-walkable. It's a big area, so you definitely, if you live in Mission Valley, you're gonna be using your car. But you can, depends where you live. You can walk to some places are going to just be too far. But it is one of those communities that isn't really located that close to downtown San Diego, where the public transportation is pretty good. So the trolley line runs, not only can you take the trolley to downtown San Diego, you can take it all the way south to the Mexican border. You can also take that trolley east if you're going to East County for any reason. And what's going to be super convenient is they're almost done, but they're extending the north running trolley line. So you could take that trolley all the way up to the UCSD area or UTC. A lot of people work in that area, so that could be really convenient. Options to live in Mission Valley are everything. You basically have a lot of apartments, there's condominiums. There's 2 big planned communities that are very popular there. There's gonna be Escala and there's gonna be Savita. Lots and lots of different townhomes and condominiums to choose from. Anyway, so those are 5 of the best neighborhoods in San Diego, in my opinion. I know the subject is gonna be very subjective. I would love to hear your opinions, your thoughts. Throw them down in the comments. And I'm always putting out videos like this, so maybe I can make my next video and include your suggestion. And don't forget, if you're thinking about moving to, from, or within San Diego, don't be shy about getting a hold of me. I'm getting tons of emails, calls, and texts, and I absolutely love it. If there's anything I can do to help you reach your realistic goals, I will 100% make it happen. And see you on the next video.